Hi, this is James with Northwest Registered Agent, and today we have Katarina with us. Katarina, thank you for being here today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Today, we're going to be talking about changing the name of your California LLC. We'll talk about what steps you need to take to make this change. So, Katarina, I received a question from a client. They'd like to change the name of their California LLC. What should I tell them?
Yeah, that is a great question. So we're absolutely happy to help them throughout this process. There are a couple things to keep in mind and check on before they begin the filing process. First thing is to search the California Secretary of State Business Search. This will help them figure out whether or not the company name is available. Secondly is to make sure that they follow California's naming rules, such as using the term LLC in some kind of way in the entity name, and making sure they are not using terms that are reserved for corporations, such as Inc. or Incorporated, or anything involving a financial company or insurance, such as trust.
So once they've made sure the name will work, what should they do next?
Yeah, so they will want to file a certificate of amendment with the California Secretary of State. They can file online, by mail, or in person, and Northwest Registered Agent is happy to help them with this process.
Awesome! How much is all this going to cost?
It costs about $30, but if they file in person, there is an additional $15 handling fee. They can check the current processing times on the California Secretary of State website, and they can expedite the filing online.
Great. Once the name is updated, is there anything else they need to do?
Yes, so they will want to update the IRS, and the form that they use is determined by how their business is taxed.
Okay, great. Thanks. So today we learned that you will need to check the California Business Search to make sure that the new name you want is available. You will also need to follow all naming rules, such as including LLC in your name. We also learned that you will need to file a certificate of amendment with the California Secretary of State to make the change. You can file in person, by mail, or online, and the filing costs about $30. Finally, we learned that you will need to update the IRS about the name change. The form you file will be determined by how you are taxed. Katarina, thank you so much for being here today and answering my questions.
Of course, I'm happy to help.
If you have a question, leave it in the comments. State paperwork is hard. We can help. If you found this video helpful, give it a like. We left links in the description to the websites we discussed and picked out 2 other videos you may find useful. You need tools to build something big. Subscribe now.